Conanipple is definitely one of the best trade back options in my opinion. I personally would not pick him at the number 3 spot. So if the Sixers do really want him, I think they should try to trade back. And I would be excited because I feel like he's going to be a great offensive piece. I feel like he can be a 20-point per game scorer in his prime. He reminds me of Austin Reeves. Obviously, he's taller than Austin Reeves. Austin Reeves is listed at 6'5". Conanipple is listed at 6'7". But both rely on craft and skill and their IQ rather than, having above average NBA athleticism. And overall, if Austin Reeves can average 20 points per game, I don't see why Con in his prime can't either if he's given the freedom and the right opportunity. Con stated that he studies Jimmy Butler, also Klay Thompson, and I really do see that in his game. He says that he admires Butler's patience on the court, and that really sticks out in his scoring film. There's a lot of criticism defensively, and for sure, I think he's going to struggle at times on that end of the floor. But I look at a guy like Sam Hauser. He has really developed into a solid on-ball defender. And once again, I say if Sam Hauser can, I don't see why Con can't, because if you look at the film, he's smart, he knows where to be, he knows how to rotate, and he gives maximum effort pretty much the whole entire possession. I think it's going to be a case where if he's on a good team and there's good defensive pieces around him, his defense is going to be fine. Of course, there's going to be instances where he struggles against a matchup and they try to take advantage of it. He'll probably never be a great defender, but I think he has the chance to be a average to good defensive player, and I think his strength on that end of the floor is underrated. And with the way the league is heading in terms of allowing physicality in the playoffs, in my opinion, that should be able to help Con out. And I could really see the Sixers falling in love with him considering they fell in love with Jared McCain last draft. In terms of what he brings as a shooter, it's really reminiscent of Jared McCain. This player really stood out to me. His point guard makes a great read, but a very long pass, and it's offline. He catches above his head, brings it down, quick jab stepperoonie to fake the drive. It doesn't work. This is great defense by the defender, great closeout. Realistically, this should not be a shot. This should stall the possession for Duke. But he's comfy in this spot. It doesn't matter that the defender is in his grill. He can use his size and that high release point to get it over him and not even feel that contest. He's got all the makings to be a great floor spacer for your offense. And this right here is just second nature to him. Running off a screen, catching and firing away. The footwork is supreme. And as a white boy shooter back in my heyday, I realized how tough this could be. I cannot do this. I cannot plant the right foot and then the left, or what he's doing. He's kind of doing like a hop, and the right foot barely lands first. If I wasn't going left foot plant first, I was screwed. But with Con, he can run off a screen on that side of the court, but reverse it, he's got the footwork down on the other side as well. I feel like movement shooting is one of the toughest things to find in the NBA. Usually players can just catch and shoot, but when they start moving and catching, it gets a little bit wonky. And having Jared McCain, who can do the same thing, having Tyrese Maxey, who can also do it every now and again. Quentin Grimes can as well. Defensively, we're not going to be able to play defense, but my goodness, they're going to be able to shoot the lights out. Everyone talking about his athleticism, but I think he has a sneaky, quick first step. But more importantly, this dude is a strong man. Now, he can barely get off the ground, I'm not going to lie to you, but the strength, he's going to take that to the next level, I'm telling you. Here's a perfect play to showcase the two things I'm talking about. By no means is he a fast player, but in these types of situations, right here, stop it here, I think he's quicker than you'd expect. And you see the quick burst sets up that driving lane. And then when he's into the painted region, he just goes through everybody. He takes on all the contact and says, "You are not strong enough to handle me." And I think that skill right there is going to allow him at the next level to get to his spots, because he's going to be able to take contact and go through contact and just keep dribbling until he gets to that spot. And he plays so well off of 2 feet. When he comes to a jump stop, he is extremely dangerous because he can pivot any way. He up fakes like Jalen Brunson, Jimmy Butler. You get the point. He knows how to play off 2 feet. And you've seen in this video, he's been making passing reads. He's been handling off the pick and roll, making passing reads. He's been moving off the rock. This dude is the closest thing to a perfect offensive player in this draft class. The gripes would be athleticism. He probably can't be a number 1 option. And he's probably at his best without the ball. So does he have that high upside superstar potential? I doubt it. But he's certainly a star potential. He could be like a 6'7" Klay Thompson. But he also knows who he is. Like, he's not going to challenge rim protectors. He's not going to play out of his role and take bad shots. He accepts his limitations and uses them as an advantage, I guess you could say. Also, it's clear he loves the game of basketball. I mean, his family, that's probably all they talk about. I would not be surprised if they wake up and eat basketballs for breakfast. I trust him to continue to put in the work, and I think he's going to live up to his potential, whatever that may be. I also think he can produce right away off the bench as a scorer. Definitely will be interesting to see where he lands in this draft because I see a lot of Conanipple hype, and I understand it. Let me know your thoughts below in the comments section. So to end off this video, I'm going to go to NoCeilingsNBA.com, read what they have to say about Con. I really have been enjoying their stuff. This is from Rowan Kent. Link will be in the description and pinned in the comments section. Just going to read one small part of it. He says, suppose Knueppel can burnish a few of the weak spots in his game. In that scenario, his creation and ability to impact winning rises further. A slightly better defensive Knueppel is an NBA starter. A Knueppel who can finish at the rim reliably deserves creation responsibilities. A version of that does both, might even demand some sleeper star consideration, and could factor in as the 3rd or 4th best player on a contending team. And another fun thing about drafting him is most likely they'll be in a situation where they get another pick, whether it's this year or in the future. Like, they'll probably trade back with the Wizards per se, if the Wizards like Ace Bailey. So then you would have number 6, you draft Conanipple there. And then number 18, you can do whatever you want. Maybe you go with a project type player and you search for that superstar potential that you're kind of losing in Con. I personally would really enjoy that situation for the Sixers. I think number 3 spot is a really good spot to trade back. Let me know your thoughts below in the comment section. Are you a Con believer? Leave your thoughts below in the comment section.